Dexter season 9, episode 1 of New Blood is out. I watched it. This is my recap. This is my review. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it going. So, 10 years. It's been 10 years since Dexter's been on the air. I can't believe it because I just rewatched the entire series leading up to this. And I got pretty amped. I also was reminded how ridiculous the ending was. But throw that away. Forget the ending. Forget all that. 10 years later, new Dexter, new location, new everything. I will start off by saying this. If you have not watched it, stop, come back, watch this after you've seen the episode. Spoiler alert. I'm going to drop some bombs. So, first things first, it's a new version of this character that I really enjoy. Look, you go 10 years down the road, I like two things about it. One, Michael C. Hall looks like it's been 10 years later. I'm not saying he looked bad or he looks old, but, you know, Dexter was like maybe a 30-something-year-old guy. Now he's in his 40s. You can tell, like, they didn't try to make him look younger. Try to make him fit the role. Like, he's just been out there just doing his thing. I like that. I also like the personality change that they gave him. He's a little more outgoing. He's outspoken. He's, I don't know, more of an extrovert than he was in the first whole 8 seasons of Dexter. And I attribute that to him just kind of washing away the past and moving on with life. You know, he's got a girlfriend. He's got all these very likable in the town. I mean, he was likable for the most part in the first series of it, but this one's a little bit different because it's a small town community of people. So it's really hard to hide in plain sight, I think, when you have such a small community. But they've done a phenomenal job. They've done a great job of having him be secluded into himself, but also this whole other version of him. You know, he's got his routine that keeps him on the straight and narrow, hasn't had a kill in 10 years. You know, he's living, by all accounts, a normal life. And he seems happy. And I love that about what they brought out here. Now, I thought they might take a little more than one episode to get into a possible antagonist, bringing in Harrison. They brought Harrison in episode 1. Harrison. What? First of all, how did Harrison even find him? He's dating the chief of police. He works at a ammo, gun, and bait store. His background has got to be freaking awesome to pull this off. So how did Harrison find him? Of all people in all places. That I'm a little bit confused about. But moving on from that, Harrison's back. There's already been an antagonist that just pushed him over the edge. And we've seen his first kill. His first kill in 10 years. And then we saw him bring in Harrison, which I thought was, I don't know. Here's the thing. He's got this whole life. Harrison's part of a very different life nobody knows about. No one's going to know about. So how do you introduce Harrison to your girlfriend? You're dating now and you're like, oh, by the way, this is my son. He's probably like 14 or something. And he doesn't look 14. He looks like 16. But he's up there somehow by himself. Made it all the way to Maine or wherever they are. And by the way, here he is. He stays here now. It's kind of difficult to explain. His mom was killed. I used to live in Miami and murder a bunch of people. But moving on from that, I'm interested to see how they play this out. I don't think they can't hide them. And then I feel like this whole series is going to be kind of hinged around one central crime, right? He made this kid disappear, and the town wants to know, like, where'd he go? He was the son of a wealthy guy. He's been coming here his whole life. What happened to him? How'd he die? Where'd he end up? Foul play. No body, no crime. But I don't know. There's a lot of evidence floating around Dexter's place. So it'll be interesting to see where that plays out. His role here. He's too nice. But I do like how Michael C. Hall gave the character enough Dexterisms from the previous 8 seasons to now. Like, you can see him still having some of the quirks, but also a new person. I love it. The Deb angle of Deb being the dark passenger, I think it'll be fun. That's my take on it. Harry was so serious. Harry kept him on the straight and narrow. Deb's probably just going to push buttons. And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see her. We're going to see more of her as the shit hits the fan. But, you know, see how it goes. So far, I loved it. I cannot wait to see episode 2 next week. It was phenomenal. And I'm really glad they brought this back. And that Michael C. Hall just stepped right into the role a decade later as if he never left. But also with a new perspective. Absolutely loved it. They're crushing it. If you haven't seen it and you've made it all the way through this, you messed up. Go watch it again, and I'll see you on the next video. Like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content. I got all kinds of content for you. Also, you can check the link in the description if you would like some awesome t-shirts. I make a bunch of awesome t-shirts. And leave some comments as to what you think is going to happen in the show. And I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.